Smoking is the use of tobacco products and smoke to produce a psychoactive effect. When we smoke, we breathe in pure smoke, containing approximately 19 cancer-causing chemicals. Cancer-causing substances in smoke include benzopyrene and many other toxic substances. Therefore, in this video we will be discussing what effects it has on health and the cultural implications which affect how one regards smoking. If you think this sounds like something from 1930, take a look at the facts. Smoking remains the leading cause of preventable illness and death in America. About 1 in 5 deaths. From high blood pressure to cancer to heart disease, smokers shoulder more than 70% of smoking-related healthcare costs, approximately $289 billion per year in direct medical costs just for cigarette smokers alone, significantly higher than non-smokers who spend about $100 per person annually on medical care. So what are the effects of smoking? And how we can avoid it or cut it? Smoking is a major cause of cardiovascular disease and causes approximately 1 of every 4 deaths from cardiovascular disease, according to the 2014 Surgeon General's report on smoking and health. Cardiovascular disease is the single largest cause of death in the United States, killing more than 800,000 people a year. More than 16 million Americans have heart disease. Almost 8 million have had a heart attack and 7 million have had a stroke. Even people who smoke fewer than 5 cigarettes a day may show signs of early cardiovascular disease. The risk of cardiovascular disease increases with the number of cigarettes smoked per day, and when smoking continues for many years. Smoking cigarettes with lower levels of tar or nicotine does not reduce the risk for cardiovascular disease. Exposure to secondhand smoke causes heart disease in non-smokers. More than 33,000 non-smokers die every year in the United States from coronary heart disease caused by exposure to secondhand smoke. Exposure to secondhand smoke can also cause heart attacks and strokes in non-smokers. Another harmful effect of smoking is diabetes, which is a disease that causes blood sugar levels in the body to be too high and puts the body at risk for many serious health conditions. More than 25 million adults suffer from diabetes in the United States, where the disease is the 7th leading cause of death. It is also a growing health crisis around the world. The evidence also shows that smoking is associated with a higher risk of abdominal obesity, or belly fat. Abdominal obesity is a known risk factor for diabetes because it encourages the production of cortisol, a hormone that increases blood sugar. Smokers tend to have higher concentrations of cortisol than non-smokers. Moreover, we can't talk about smoking effects without mentioning cancer. Doctors have known for years that smoking causes most lung cancers. It's still true today, when nearly 9 out of 10 lung cancers deaths are caused by smoking cigarettes or secondhand smoke exposure. 5 In fact, smokers have a greater risk for lung cancer today than they did in 1964, even though they smoke fewer cigarettes. One reason may be changes in how cigarettes are made and what chemicals they contain. 5 Treatments are getting better, but lung cancer still kills more men and women than any other type of cancer. In the United States, more than 7,300 non-smokers die each year from lung cancer caused by secondhand smoke. 6 Secondhand smoke is the combination of smoke from the burning end of a cigarette and the smoke breathed out by someone smoking. 6 Smoking can cause cancer almost anywhere in your body. Smoking tobacco increases one's risk of developing a variety of serious health conditions, some of which may be fatal, as well as contributing to the ill health of others in close proximity, such as family members and friends. For most tobacco users, tobacco cravings or urges to smoke can be powerful. But you're not at the mercy of these cravings. When an urge to use tobacco strikes, remember that although it may be intense, it will probably pass within 5 to 10 minutes whether or not you smoke a cigarette or take a dip of chewing tobacco. Each time you resist a tobacco craving, you're one step closer to stopping tobacco use for good. Here are 10 ways to help you resist the urge to smoke or use tobacco when a tobacco craving strikes. Technique 1. Physical activity can help distract you from tobacco cravings and reduce their intensity. Even short bursts of physical activity such as running up and down the stairs a few times can make a tobacco craving go away. Get out for a walk or jog. If you're stuck at home or the office, try squats, deep knee bends, push-ups, running in place, or walking up and down a set of stairs. If physical activity doesn't interest you, try prayer, needlework, woodwork, or journaling. Or do chores for distraction, such as vacuuming or filing paperwork. Technique 2. Avoid triggers. Urges for tobacco are likely to be strongest in the situations where you smoked or chewed tobacco most often, such as at parties or bars, or while feeling stressed or sipping coffee. Identify your trigger situations, and have a plan in place to avoid them entirely, or get through them without using tobacco. Don't set yourself up for a smoking relapse. If you usually smoked while you talked on the phone, for instance, keep a pen and paper nearby to occupy yourself with doodling rather than smoking. Technique 3. Remind yourself of the benefits. Write down or say out loud the reasons you want to stop smoking and resist tobacco cravings.
These might include feeling better, getting guilty,
sparing your loved ones from secondhand smoke,
saving money.
Remember, trying something to beat the urge is always better than doing nothing. And each time you resist a tobacco craving, you're one step closer to being totally tobacco-free.